Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem HaKakodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, to the true leaders of Israel today. And salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Khalil, and this video is on the topic of what I witnessed today regarding the inauguration speech from the new 47th President, Donald J. Trump. And he mentioned throughout his speech manifest destiny, because he got to a part in the speech where he was talking about all of the accomplishments of his people, who are the Edomites, whose forefathers Esau, right? The Edomites are these so-called white people, and he was listing all of the accomplishments and everything that they've done regarding the development and birth of America. And he mentioned two things that stuck out. Well, really a few things stuck out, but there are two things, main things that stuck out. And the first one was that he mentioned manifest destiny. And the manifest destiny is a concept created by they themselves, where it is the idea that white Americans were divinely ordained to settle the entire continent of America. And, with that settling of America, they came over here to the western part, and they reveal it in the movie 1492 that they knew that people were over here because of the prophet Esdras. And that can be found in 2nd Esdras chapter 13. And verse 40. I'll start at 39. And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria led away captive. Because there was the ancient Egypt captivity that our people faced, the Israelites, and the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom faced that captivity together. But it wasn't until this modern day captivity, the American captivity, ruled by the Edomites, that both tribes would serve the captivity together. So for the Assyrian captivity, the northern kingdom, you so-called Latinos and Native American Seminole Indians, faced that captivity. And with that it says, whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land. So it continues, and they entered into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river, for the Most High then shewed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Arsareth. So Yahweh Shemishai guided the northern kingdom from over there in that area in the east over here to the Americas, and our people were dwelling here in America from that time. And in that movie 1492, they reveal that they knew that people were over here because of the prophet Esdras, the same prophet here in Second Esdras, talking about the prophet Esdras. And this manifest destiny is then, once again, the idea that white Americans were divinely ordained to settle the entire continent of America. So when Trump speaks about that, he's talking about the conquering and pillaging and mass genocide and everything else that goes with it of the people over here in America. He justified their position of the slaughtering of really the Northern Kingdom over here in the Americas and taking control of it and turning it into their own land and have dominated it since that time in 1492. And of course, all of this is by the will of Yahweh Shemishai, because Esau, Edom, they were given a blessing by our forefather Isaac that they would get the fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven, and that they would rule by the sword. So when they came over here to the Americans and slaughtered the Northern Kingdom, our people, that was all by the will and power of Yahweh Shemishai. So they did in fact manifest destiny. They really did. Which really, it is the will of Yahweh Shemishai that they manifested. Because remember this, the Lord is in full control of everything. And Esau had to come into his blessing. So in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 18, it says in verse 1, "He that liveth forever hath created all things. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he, who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will, for he is the king of all, by his power dividing holy things among them from profane." So from the very beginning, the blueprint was given to Yahushai from Yahweh, and we are all living that out right now. And everything that is occurring perfectly. In Ecclesiasticus chapter 33, it says, "And all men from the ground, and Adam," 13 verse 10, Salakio, "and all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. In much knowledge the Lord hath divided them, and made their ways diverse. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them he sanctified and set near himself, which are us the Israelites, his holy chosen people. And some of them hath he cursed and brought low, and turned out of their places. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another." So everything is in perfect alignment from Yahweh Shemishai. Everything is the will of Yahweh Shemishai, the will of Yahweh, and the will of Yahushai. And Yahushai's will is Yahweh's will, because they are of one spirit. So everything that you're seeing going on, and everything that has happened to our people, was obviously intended to happen. And so we're living through that. We're still in that captivity. And so when Esau manifested destiny, it is as it should have been. There's no way to feel, or no one should be feeling emotional about the situation, because with wisdom and understanding, we know that it is all the will of Yahweh Shemishai, and us as a nation, we're going through a certain process that Yahweh Shemishai decided to put us through. We are going to receive the kingdom, because this is Esau's kingdom right now, and they had to do all of these things. They had to come into power. And so when they came into power and they did all of the things, yes, they did it all wickedly, and they committed all kinds of abominations, and they're they're a vile nation because they are the wicked. It was all supposed to happen, because our kingdom is coming next, and we're in that period of time, because Esau's kingdom is a kingdom that has an expiry date. It will come to an end as it says in the scriptures, that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So Esau's kingdom, the end of Esau's kingdom, is the beginning of our kingdom when it ends. And we are at that point in time where we are at the last end of Esau's kingdom. You know, they mentioned something. One of the people, a female, in her speech, she mentioned America and all of this, and she said that America is almost 250 years old. And the scriptures let us know that America is the rebirth of the Roman Empire. And when the Roman Empire fell, it was 250. So there are many parallels that are drawn between that. And I watched another video today by an individual who mentioned that, and he's not, you know, a part of the truth or anything. He's one of those individuals that warn the people about, you know, what's happening and stuff. But he mentioned that the last time the world was in such an economic state was during the collapse of Rome. So you see, everything is through the spirit, man. Every single thing is through the spirit. And America is coming to its collapse very soon. And in Revelation chapter 20 and verse 1, it says, "And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, which is Europe, and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, which is Esau Edom, and cast him into the bottomless pit, which is Europe, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled." So they were the rulers of the Roman Empire. That was an Edomite kingdom. But it wasn't the ultimate Edomite kingdom, because this Edomite kingdom that we're serving under right now, they have full and complete control. This is Esau's blessing in its fullness. In Job chapter 9 and verse 24, it says that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So they have full control. They have full power. And so it was in their Roman kingdom, led by them, the Edomites, the so-called white people. It collapsed. And so he was bound 1,000 years. Should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season. So he was loosed a little season, and he really made his move in 1492. And with that Edomite dominance going on, the Renaissance period, the rebirth of the Edomites, it eventually led to the birth of America, which came from, you know, the scriptures say your mother shall be confounded, because it was the British Empire that ruled before the Americans came into the American Empire came about, which it's all been an Edomite rulership going back to 1492 in Spain. And now we're at the end of it. So he must be loosed a little season. That's the little season we've been in for that time, and it's coming to an end. But he had to manifest destiny, because it is the will of Yahweh Shemeshai that they would conquer our people and put our people into slavery. And in 1619 or 1492, they put the northern kingdom in slavery. And then in 1619, they laid hands upon the southern kingdom, the so-called Negroes, and put them into slavery as well. And as the scriptures say, we are yet this day in our captivity. So this is what we're facing. But they are going to continue to manifest destiny, because they're going to continue to fulfill the will of Yahweh Shemeshai. And a part of that will is their NWO, which we know by way of the scriptures that their hands shall not perform their enterprise. So it will get to a certain point, but it will not be completely fulfilled by their heart's desire. And they are going to bring about Jacob's trouble, which includes the famine, the pestilences, and really the judgment upon us, the nation of Israel, because the Edomites are the sword of Yahweh Shemeshai upon the wicked of our people. And we're in the time where the prophets have been woken up of Yahweh Shemeshai, and the elect are waking up from Yahweh Shemeshai and will be protected in the days to come. But these Edomites, they will continue to do the will of the Lord, to bring hell upon the earth until Yahushua returns, because we are going to be saved out of Jacob's trouble. In Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1, it says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Right? So the elect of the nation of Israel will be delivered out of Jacob's trouble. And a major part of Jacob's trouble is going to be the hour of temptation spoken about in Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. The hour of temptation is when you are faced with taking the mark of the beast, which is the microchip. This is a part of the Edomites' destiny. It's a part of their NWO. It is a part of the will of Yahweh Shemishai that the Edomites will push out the mark of the beast, which is a microchip. And so we're in those times now. We're at the end of Esau's kingdom. And the scripture saying in Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3 that the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So the vision are these prophecies. And the main prophecy that we're looking towards right now is a mark of the beast prophecy, which is that microchip. And why is that? Because the destruction of America, which is Mystery Babylon the Great, cannot happen until that microchip is made mandatory worldwide. It cannot happen until the prophecy is fully fulfilled. And also, the destruction of America, right before it's destroyed, Yahushua also returns to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. And remember as well that there is a judgment for taking the mark of the beast, which is that microchip. So the prophecy has to be fulfilled first. And that's what all eyes are upon. All of us that sincerely believe in Yahweh Shemishai and have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this truth and the prophecies, we're looking towards the mass implementation, mandatory of that microchip, which is the mark of the beast. And so Trump, in his speech, the same speech where he mentioned the manifest destiny, he mentioned this part, and he said, with all of his gloating, because that's another part of it. The Edomites, they have a very great pride upon themselves for everything that they've done, for everything that they've accomplished, for all of the wisdom that Yahweh Shemisha has given to them, and for all of their success when they are witches and warlocks and they work on the left-hand side and they worship the spiritual demon Satan and they give sacrifice unto Baal and they are the wicked. They have been prosperous. Why? Because they are in their rulership. In Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17, it says that the Lord giveth the kingdom to whomsoever he will, and giveth it to the basis of men, and the Edomites are the basis of men. And so they have a great pride upon them, that even so the scriptures say it, that they believe within inwardly that their houses will continue forever. And this pride is a part of what will lead to their destruction, because they are very proud nation, a very proud creature created by Yahweh Shemishai. But he mentioned within his very proud speech that they're going to put the universe of human knowledge into the palm of the human hand. And there's no stretch to this. There's no, like reaching or whatever. You read between the lines and you know what they're talking about, because we know about the prophecy of the mark of the beast and that it is a microchip. So when he says put the universe of human knowledge into the palm of the human hand, he's talking about that microchip. That's what I believe. Truly and sincerely, I believe he's talking about the microchip. And Lord willing, Donald Trump is the one that they've inaugurated to bring out the mark of the beast prophecy, to push that microchip. Because remember this as well, they are witches and warlocks, and today is a part of one of their satanic holidays, January 20th. The elder apostle Gabar brought it out several weeks ago. He brought out the list of their satanic holidays, and this one is one of them, and I think it continues until like the 27th. So for those of us that believe, pray, etc., because we must not forget that this is a spiritual battle that we're dealing with, and they do their rituals on the left hand side. Okay, so Yeah, put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shemishai. But going back to this microchip, Lord willing, this is the time, man. Lord willing, he pushes it out in the next however months or years, however it goes, man, that he does it. And it's a sign of the end of their kingdom. It will be. Okay? But the pride of these Edomites, man, the scriptures say it. The vision of Obadiah, verse 1, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh. Concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. The clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down? And it will be Yahweh Shemishai, because from what I witnessed today, it is that same spirit as I read it in Obadiah verse 3. It is that same spirit that I clearly see on the Edomites. Because everything that the prophets have been saying to the world, which is by way of the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemishai, and everything that's written in the scriptures, it is all true. It is all completely true. And so these Edomites truly have this spirit upon them, but they shall be brought down. And it says in Ecclesiasticus, I think it's 10 and 8 or 8 and 10. Let's see. Okay, so it's 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So, yes, they did conquer and they did manifest destiny upon the children of Israel. But for all of those same things, all of those vile acts and everything that you did upon our people, for those same things that you did, which the Lord made you do it, you're going to be judged for it, and you're going to lose your kingdom for it as well, which is also the will of the Lord. Everything is the will of Yahweh Shemishai. And when it is that you're taken out of power, you Edomites, you're going into slavery for 1,000 years, and then Yahweh Shemishai is going to do away with the nation of Edom forever. And this will be the judgment of the Edomites. So, while your pride is at an all-time high, and your witchcraft and sorcery is all working, and you're in rulership and everything, y'all need to live it up the best that you can. And I'm sure you all are. The wicked elite of Esau, Edom, and all that are aligned with them. But remember what the scriptures say, that the joy of the hypocrites is but for a moment. So your time is coming to an end. Your bounds are appointed that he cannot pass. Your end is near. The end of this vile, wicked kingdom is coming to an end. And our kingdom, led by Yahushai, is coming very soon. So with that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai, Bashim Kakodesh. Shalom.